Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium. It is sitting. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 23 carries, 117 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So
and right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400-plus here and duplicate that honor again. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Number 11.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take. Play fake. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Hooper. It's a pickup of 3.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
At the 28-yard line.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Mayfield sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run again on first down. Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the... First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He was taken down by...
The numbers for Mixon last week, 14 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Now it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Cincinnati.
Here's Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
On the cover.
Now Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 57 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. His pass caught at the 4. Burrow. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are going to... They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards on the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Drop this off to his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 2
28,
yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He stiff arms him, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Caught in number 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Mayfield with it once more. Dumps this to his running back Chubb. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
To Nick Chubb.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
51-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7. Mixon will get it to start the second half. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 5. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
For Nick Chubb.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll lose. Yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
Brought down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Burrow. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Bengals.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's Burrow. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
To number 8.
A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Number 4.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still... in, it's Mixon. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Joe Mixon.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Micah Kaiser on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number 4. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
First down, Mayfield. Space to maneuver at the 40. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
17.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Smith catches left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Herb Smith Jr. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else then just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. back with one complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 8.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
To number 20.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Chicago.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
But they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Bears.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but to create space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
It leads to 2nd.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Frank Clark able to get him for a loss of about 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
David Montgomery. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Okuebuna. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
David Montgomery. We are in the the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
21-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's upended up to the 25-yard line. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.